blanket brought it in, looks like you. It's just, oh, you're pregnant! Or fat. Isn't that great? What month are you? What month are you?
8.5.
8.5. Oh, that your first?
Yes.
Oh, so what are you gonna have? A child? No, I know a child. Surprise, surprise! Little puppy. No, I mean, boy or girl? Do you know? You don't know? You can have natural childbirth.
I want to. I hope to.
Oh God, why? I had a Jewish delivery, which is they knock you out with the first pain, they wake you up when the hairdresser shows. Doing the exercises and the breathing and all that stupidity?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't be ashamed to ask for help when it's, you know, oh, when I was in labor, when I was having my child, I screamed. When I was having my child, ah! And that was just during conception.
The comedian Joan Rivers, whose mastery of the acid one-liner never wavered in a career that spanned 5 decades and many more cosmetic procedures, died on Thursday, the 4th of September, 2014, aged 81. It is with great sadness that I announce the death of my mother Joan Rivers. She passed peacefully at 1:17 p.m. Her daughter, Melissa Rivers, said in a statement. Joan Rivers, one of the best-known comedians of her era, dies at age 81 in a New York City hospital, a week after she went into cardiac arrest while undergoing a medical procedure on her vocal cords at a Manhattan clinic. Rivers blazed a trail for women in stand-up comedy and turned "Can We Talk" into a national catchphrase. No topic was taboo for the irreverent sharp-tongued performer, who poked fun at her personal life and affinity for plastic surgery, skewered Hollywood celebrities and once said, "I succeeded by saying what everyone else is thinking." In the late 1950s, she started performing stand-up comedy in nightclubs as a means to earn money. At the time, there were few other female stand-up comics. In the early 1960s, she did a stint with the Chicago-based Second City comedy troupe. Along the way, at the suggestion of an agent, she changed her last name to Rivers. In 1965, her career took off after she made her first appearance on The Tonight Show, hosted by Johnny Carson, who told her she was going to be a star. Rivers went on to rack up numerous guest spots on the program, while also appearing on other TV comedy shows and doing her stand-up act around the country. In 1983, Rivers was tapped as the permanent guest host on The Tonight Show. 3 years later, she inked a deal for her own late-night TV show on another network. Afterward, Carson, who reportedly felt betrayed, never spoke to Rivers again. She was blacklisted from The Tonight Show until 2014, when host Jimmy Fallon invited her on as a guest. The Late Show starring Joan Rivers debuted in October 1986, but soon sank in the ratings, and Rivers was fired in May 1987. That August, Rivers' husband, Edgar Rosenberg, who served as a producer of her show, committed suicide. Rivers' career temporarily stalled, but she eventually signed on to host her own daytime talk show, The Joan Rivers Show, which aired from 1989 to 1993. After starting out in the 1950s with dreams of working in theater, she earned a Tony Award nomination in the Best Actress category in 1994 for her role in the Broadway play Sally Marr, and Her Escorts, which she co-wrote. Rivers gave what turned out to be her last stand-up performance, in Manhattan, on the 27th of August, 2014, the night before the medical procedure that led to her death on the 4th of September. 3 days later, The legendary funny woman was memorialized at a star-studded service in New York City. As Rivers had noted in her 2012 book I Hate Everyone, starting with me, she wanted a send-off that was a huge showbiz affair with lights, cameras, action, and that's all for today in history.